Why do you procrastinate so much, and is there something you can do about it? In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why you procrastinate in any given situation and what you can do to actually come out of it. Hey self-helper, do you procrastinate? And have you been a victim of procrastination for a long time? If you're watching this video, I am pretty sure that you are very likely someone who procrastinates most of the time, just like me. For the longest time, I have been this victim of procrastination, and unfortunately, I'm slightly ashamed to have to admit it in front of you, but that's the case. In reality, if we are to create change, we need to acknowledge that yes, we are victims of procrastination sometimes, and for various reasons in our own lives, we tend to put that thing off when it should actually be done right now. And it's actually a biological reason why you tend to do this. And once you understand this, it's important to become aware of this as soon as possible so that you can go about changing that. Remember, procrastination is embedded in our genes. And what is the reason behind that? Why do you put something off when you're actually supposed to be doing it now, in this moment, right here? It's because you find that going about doing something, that particular job that you have to do, a particular presentation, or you need to study something or exercise, you find that the reward of actually completing that is not as much as the pain that is involved going about completing or doing the task to actually get there. That is what is holding you back. You find it so painful that what you're actually doing at this point of time right now isn't worth actually getting the end result. That is very interesting because we can all recall different incidents in our own lives where we may have put off something thinking, we'll do it later. And it's because of this simple reason. It's too painful to actually have to do it than to experience the pleasure of eventually completing it. Have you had an incident in your own life where you felt that actually doing this right now is the only available option? The presentation that I need to complete, the chapters that I have left to study right before an exam, I am better off studying that now versus studying it later. There is no other alternative. You don't give yourself any other option. And in those situations, you find that this pain is so much, or the pain of what you might feel following not completing your work, that is much greater than the pain that you'll actually have to go through completing the job that you have to do right now. And that's super interesting because we can identify so many incidents in our own lives where we would have gone through this. We have something to do, there's a deadline coming up, and that deadline is a ways off, and I don't really have to get into it right now. But I tell myself, that deadline is now approaching, maybe I should get to it, but I still don't take any action. So again, the pain of, having to do this slowly builds up. But again, the pain of actually having to complete it, I don't feel it as of yet. But now, the pain here has grown so much that if I don't achieve what I want, then I'll probably be in even more pain if I don't complete this right now. And that pushes us to actually complete a task in our own life. Can you identify any situation in your own life where you might have done this? I want to know. Tell me down in the comment section below about what are these situations in which you've had to procrastinate, and up until the deadline was really close, you decided to just, do something and then submit that. The fact of the matter is this: if you really want to see some big change in your life, you need to acknowledge that this pain that you have to go through in order to achieve something is always going to be there. That you will have to endure something if you want to achieve something. And that is this decision that you need to make. It's a choice that you tell yourself, I know that this pain is probably going to hold me back from doing this task and achieving what I want. But I see the bigger picture. I know for a fact that what I am experiencing here is temporary. The reality is that this cannot stop me from what I want, and this pain is nothing in front of what I want to achieve. What I want is so much bigger than these small little pains that I experience. And remember that decisions are something that are going to define who you become in life. One decision can change your life. So when you choose to not procrastinate and you choose to actually go about completing a certain task, you immediately see yourself as someone who doesn't procrastinate. You might identify yourself as someone who procrastinates, but in reality, once you keep doing this enough times, you start to identify yourself as being someone who's industrious, someone who gets shit done, someone who constantly looks to finish what they start. They don't put things off for later. If you want to understand this concept better, hit this I button right here or check out the description box below, where I talk about how you can become industrious and different qualities of becoming an industrious person in your life. And that will totally change how you view procrastination and how you can shift your identity from being someone who procrastinates and ultimately become someone who is industrious, someone who is able to complete their work on time. And that's what I want to leave you with. An assignment for you leaving this video would be to actually complete something without having any hesitation. Right now, like you have to complete a presentation, let's say, you go and do it. You have to study for an exam that's coming up, you start right now. You have to hit your target of weight loss, or you need to build muscle and you want to go hit the gym, or you want to go exercise, start today, start your 30-day target. And that's what I want to leave you with. Have a 30-day target, and that is going to help you out. And don't procrastinate each of those days, and slowly you will build up to creating a habit that lasts, and that is your loss of procrastination. If you found this video useful, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to never miss another video, because we are dedicated every single day to making you the best version of yourself by having you motivated, having you empowered and performing better in every single area of your life. And this is Vikram signing off. I will see you in the next session.